Do people like commenting about your life and how you live it? You know, like the things that you do, the choices that you make, the paths or roads that you decide to take, and many other things. Ang mas malaking question ko dyan ay ito. Should those things that they say about you matter? Dapat ka bang mabother or maging concerned at all? Stay tuned because we're gonna be talking about that next. Welcome back. You know, we've all been there before. Yung may tao na bigla na lang magbibigay sa'yo ng comment or input or suggestion, lalo na yung mga unsolicited. Okay? And, you know, people naman kasi in general, we as human beings, we like giving people a piece of our minds, you know, giving our 2 cents or 2 pennies worth. Pero kasi, sa sobrang dami ng 2 cents worth na natanggap mo, baka milyonaryo ka na ngayon. Okay? So, with that, I want to go back to my question. Ito bang mga sinasabi or binibigay na inputs? Okay? And by inputs, it could be an advice, it could be a comment, it could be a remark. Okay? So, ito bang mga inputs na ibinibigay sa'yo ng tao na to? Should they matter? And, or, should you be concerned or should you take heed dito sa mga inputs na ito? So, I'm going to be giving you some considerations, okay? Para maging yes or no ba ang answer natin dun sa question ko sa opening nitong vlog. But first things first, siguro kailangan mo munang tanungin, ito bang ibinigay sa yung input nitong tao na to, was it solicited or unsolicited? Okay, what do I mean by that? If it's a solicited advice, comment, remark, or input, meaning hiningi mo yung inputs niya, okay? Siguro naman at the very least, the most basic thing to do is pakinggan mo siya at the very least, no? Kasi kapag naghingi ka ng advice, tapos you didn't even listen or nakinig ka tapos hindi mo ginawa, may tawag doon eh. Ang tawag doon sa term na yon, ask hole. So, if you don't want to be an ask hole, at the very least, kapag solicited ng advice, just listen, okay? And you know, think it through, okay? And maybe merong value yung sasabihin niya sa'yo and it might matter and you might want to take that advice. Okay? So, yun yung kapag solicited or hiningi mo. Ibang usapan kapag unsolicited advice, which is the exact opposite of solicited. So, unsolicited, wala ka namang hinihinging advice. Nagmema lang siya. Okay? This person just gives you a comment, an input, okay? A criticism out of the blue. Okay? So, kapag out of the blue or unsolicited ang ibinigay sa yung input ng isang tao, these are some of the considerations that you have to think about para to decide kung should it bother you, should it matter or not. Okay? So there are 3 and let's talk about those 3. Okay, number 1, okay? Ask yourself, where is the input coming from? Okay? Is it coming from a place of love and concern? Okay? Siguro ma-identify mo kung ganun yun eh. So, I'll give you an example. For example, ang nagbigay sa'yo ng input, let's say you're a husband and then your wife talks to you, tells you, alam mo mahal kasi para kasing masyado ka ng maasta na bachelor. Hey, I don't feel important as your wife. You know, it's like I'm always playing second fiddle. You're always prioritizing your friends. Tapos kami ng family mo, me and your kids. Parang hindi kami yung priority mo na mas importante pa sa'yo yung family mo, which means your parents and your siblings. Okay? So, kapag ganun ang feedback, baka dapat pakinggan mo yon, no? So, listen to that feedback or to that input kasi obviously, it's coming from a place of love. And more than a place of love, it is coming from a place of a cry for help. And with that, I would like to think want or a hope to fix something that might be broken. Okay? So, that's one example. Another example that I can think of is, ito medyo comedy pero sensitive issue kasi ito. Kunwari, may nagsabi sa'yo na may bad breath ka o kaya mabawing kilikili mo. Di ba sabi ng song ni James Ingram o kilala niyo pa ba yun? There's no easy way to break somebody's heart. O ngayon, kapag sinabi ng tao sa'yo, okay, for example, best friend mo to, okay, o kaya office mate mo na malapit ka, tapos sinabi niya sa'yo na, yun nga, na meron kang unpleasant odor. Baka dapat take heed, no? Kasi minsan, di tayo aware na mabaho pala talaga yung kiligil natin or ang baho ng hininga natin, yung parang amoy kang bulok na bayabas. So, you know that that person is just being concerned. Okay? Well, of course, meron ding possibility na talagang maldita lang siya. No? Sinasabing ang baho mo. Okay, but sabi nga nila, where there's smoke, there's fire. So, kapag sinabi nila na mabaho ka, amoy mo yung sarili mo. Tapos, if you didn't think that it was a valid comment, magtanong ka ng ibang tao that you think have credibility or people that you would believe in. Kapag there are 5 out of 5 people who tell you na mabaho talaga yung kilikili mo, baka you should take heed. At saka dapat maligo ka na. So yun, so kapag nanggagaling siya sa place of love and concern, it is very important that you listen at the very least and maybe take into consideration what they're saying. Number 2, the question is, who is the person giving you this advice, comment, remark, or input? Okay? So, importante din yun, no? So, meron ba siyang value sa buhay mo? Okay? And/or is his comment going to add value to your life? Okay? So, siguro naisip kong example, best would be work context. Okay? Kapag nagbigay ng feedback sa'yo na unsolicited, usually nagbibigay niya ang boss mo eh. Sasabihin ng boss mo, I mean, in so many ways and so many permutations of the statement, sasabihin niya sa'yo, you do a very shitty job, Ben. Okay? Kapag sinabihan ka ng ganun, boss mo yun. Baka dapat pakinggan mo yung sinabi niya. I mean, of course, hopefully, he or she would have said it in a diplomatic way or in a professional manner. Hindi yung to the point na manliliit ka ng ganyang kaliit, no? After sabihin niya sa'yo na, yun nga, in the example ko, you're doing a shitty job. Okay? So, baka dapat, pakinggan mo yun kasi boss mo yun eh. And because your boss is the one person whose input about you is going to matter when the performance appraisal ratings happen in your organization. So, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, wala akong pakialam kung sabihin ng boss ko. That's a very wrong mindset. Okay? So, sino pa ang isa kong naisip na example? Related dun sa example ko kanina, family. Okay? Family. Yung kanina kasi sabi ko, best friend, di ba? Or close person in your life na nagsabi, may BO ka. Ito ang nagsabi naman sa'yo, kunwari nanay mo, no? Sabi niya sa'yo, alam mo kasi Ben, napapansin ko na araw-araw, meron kang dumarating na Shopee, tsaka Lazada, tsaka Zalora, etc. etc. Lalaki ng mga box everyday. Tapos, lagi ang add to cart mo, minimum mong purchase, 5,000 pesos. Tapos, nanonotice ko naman, Ben, parang after 3 or 4 times mo silang gamitin, nakakalat na lang sila dito. And it's just creating clutter dito sa ating mansion. Mansion.
Wow.
So, baka you might want to reconsider, Ben, ang iyong money spending habits and investing skills. Okay? So, yun, obviously, it's coming from a place of concern in terms of yung sinabi ko kanina sa unang consideration. Okay? So, family, almost always naman, ganun yung purpose nila. Of course, there are families na iba yung dynamics ng communication nila, no? Merong iba na, yun nga, yung sobrang brutal magsabi, yung mga tipong, basta, yung people that might be a little bit inputs that may be a little bit offensive to one's taste. Pero kasi, yun nga, pamilya kasi yun. And almost always, the assumption is, magkakabagang kayo. You're in the same team, you're in this together. So dapat nagkakaintindihan kayo. And yun nga, when they give you feedback in their minds, or at least in my mind, no, ang mga parents almost always, tsaka siblings mo, they only want what's best for you. Kaya sila nagsasabi ng gano'n. Ngayon, ibang usapan yung paano nila yung sinabi. Okay? So meron akong ibang vlog about it, yung how do you do positive scripting. Pero ang bottom line, yun nga, siguro at the onset, isipin mo na if it's a family member giving you an input, baka maaaring it is coming from a place of love and or concern, and that they just maybe want to help you live your life a little bit more comfortably, or to dare I say, better. And now for our third consideration, I'm going to refer to something that was said by former US President Theodore Roosevelt. Ito yon.
So guys, feel free to pause this video so you can read the entire text. What I did was I highlighted some lines which mattered to me. So here goes. It is not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood.
Ganito yun, ang symbolism nung sinabi ni Teddy Roosevelt is, imagine you are in a boxing ring. Okay? So, wala daw nagmamatter na sasabihin tungkol sa'yo or magsasabi ng tungkol sa'yo, kundi ikaw lang. Okay? Anything that will be said about you, concerning you, about what you do, the things that you say, and the choices that you make, ikaw lang ang may value yung sasabihin. So, meaning, nobody but you. Just yourself. Okay? Kasi ikaw yung player, ikaw yung boxer, ikaw yung nasa loob ng boxing ring na you have to undergo all of these pain, this hardship. Ikaw yung dumudugo yung uso, yung kilay, pumuputok yung panga, and all of these things, no? So, ang sinasabi niya dun sa start of the quote is, it shouldn't matter, or it shouldn't matter coming from people telling you what you're doing right or what you're not doing right, especially if they are not with you in the arena. Okay? So ako, yun yung point ko, no? Ano yung interpretation ko dun sa they should be with you in that boxing ring. Okay? Ito bang nagbibigay sa'yo ng inputs? Are they in the same boat as you? Okay? So kumbaga, yung mga pinagdadaanan mo, yung mga pahirap na that you're experiencing, okay, the pain, the shame, the embarrassment, are they going through that themselves? Or maybe not currently, have they gone through that in the past? Okay? And referring to my first consideration, kaya ba siya nagbibigay sa'yo ng comment about, I don't know, about the choices that you make, okay, or the lifestyle that you choose, is because nagkaroon na siya ng pagkakamali in the past, doing exactly what you're doing now. Okay? So, for me, that means, or that is called credibility. Okay? Importante ang credibility kasi ang credibilidad hindi yan nakukuha sa dahil nanood siya ng Netflix or nagbasa ng libro at nakita niya yung wisdom nun. I mean, as a trainer, personally, yes, it's very important that you are book smart, meaning matalino ka, may mga alam kang principles, concepts, okay, a wealth of knowledge, okay, but it is also equally, if not even more important, that you are street smart, meaning maabilidad ka, tapos yun nga, meron kang credibility, and credibility, you almost always get that. Aside from yun nga, yung being book smart, kailangan may experience ka. You've been there. So, yun yung interpretation ko. Well, one of the many interpretations kasi of this man in the arena, kay quote of Teddy Roosevelt. Yun ang isa sa mga interpretation ko na aside from you alone being the one realization or decision about how you should do your life matters, pati yung mga tao na who might have been there on the same boat, who might have also been there in the same arena as you or are currently in the same arena, meron silang a little bit of qualification, okay, na pwede mong pakinggan. Okay? Pero, negating yung credibility, kung itong mga tao na to ay not in the same arena as you, okay, they don't know how it feels to be a freelancer, na hirap kang magtrabaho, okay, that you have to make both ends meet, na you don't get to see your children, that sometimes nalilipasan ka ng gutom, that you have to juggle 2 to 3 jobs and rackets. Tapos magbibigay sila ng input sa'yo na, oh, I think your life is very miserable, ganito, ganyan. Pero hindi nila alam kung ano yung pakiramdam nun because they've never been there. So, they don't get a say. So, consider that. Okay? If they're not in the same ring or arena as you, kahit ano pang sabihin nila sa'yo, wala silang say. Okay? They don't get to have a say in your life and how you live it. So, yun yung tatlong considerations. Pero, magbibigay ako ng bonus. My number 4. And this is personally my own. O, ganito yan. Meron ako dating pinost sa Facebook status. So, ito yon. Ito yung Facebook status update ko. Diba? Ang sungit ko lang, no? Ganito lang yan. Sila ba yung nagbabayad ng credit card bills mo? Sila ba yung nagbabayad ng mga utilities mo? Okay? Sila ba ang nagbabayad ng yung student loan or financial loan from your banks? Okay? Kung wala silang binabayaran na bills mo or pinagkakautangan mo, they don't get to have a say in your life. Ng ibang usapan nyo kung sila yung nagbabayad ng mga bills mo. Baka, okay, pwede mo silang pakinggan. So, ganito lang yan. Kapag merong lumapit sa akin at nagsabi sila, alam mo Ben, kasi tama yung ganito mo eh. Parang dapat hindi ganyan. Baka mali yung ginagawa mo, ganyan. I think you should blah blah blah. Ito lang yung sasagot ko sa kanila. Oh, so, you have an opinion about how I live my life. So, okay, choose. Anong gusto mong bayaran sa mga bills ko? Amilyar? Credit card bills? Okay, loan? Choose. Ganun lang yun. Okay? So, that, ladies and gentlemen, are the 3 plus 1 considerations that I am recommending that you think about before you feel affected or whether or not the inputs of other people should matter to you or not. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this vlog. I hope you learned a thing or two about our topic today. And speaking of topics, if there is a topic or an issue that you want me to talk about, please share it on the comment section below. So from here in Orion, Bataan, I wish that you are all safe, happy, healthy, loved, and surrounded by people who only give you inputs coming from a place of love. I will see you again in my future vlogs. This is VJ Bentong.
If you like this video, please click like, share it on your social media, and if you haven't yet, click subscribe and that bell.